Hello and welcome back to Jarvis Johnson Gold, the premium channel that is free. It is free. But if you're watching this, you're premium. And they won't stop making virtual influencers. Where we last left our bits and bytes, there was a K-pop virtual music artist called Apoki, and then before that there was one called Polar, and before that there was one called FN Mecca. And what they all have in common is that they are companies trying to remove actual artistry from the equation of making money. You know, the thing about record labels and influencers is that you need like a human being, and human beings are, you know, they're annoying. They get tired. They ask for better pay. Sometimes they ask to be creatively credited in the work that they create, in the art that they create. And if you can just remove those from the equation and replace them with an AI, everything would be better. And the new installment in this series, it will not end. I don't think it'll end until they're successful, until the number one best-selling pop artist is like a dolphin girl or something. So to start this video off, we'll be talking about a K-pop virtual influencer by the creators of Apoki, which we have talked about before, which somebody sent me on Instagram and I thought was really funny. But then we found a brand new virtual influencer who just signed a record deal this month with Warner Music Group. It's weird. And so we'll talk about that after. But today, she's a cat girl. She's a musician. She's an AI question mark. I don't know if she's actually an AI, but she is a cat girl and her name is Lesha. Lesha. The virtual cat girl, Lesha, is how you say it. I'm not French. What does that mean in French? The cat? Her name's just the cat. All right, TikTok montage by Lesha, number 1. I know this is like a necessary step in the process to this becoming like believable looking, but it looks so bad. It's so lifeless, you know? It's like all of the dance moves I've seen a real person do at their first hip hop dance class better. I did them better at my first hip hop dance class, and I will not be dancing today, because I'm not on trial here. Always with these accounts, they inexplicably have millions of followers on TikTok and no followers anywhere else. Something's gotta be up, right? Is it just that the TikTok algorithm is easy to game, or are they bought? And that's a double entendre for bought with a UGHT, and also bought as in B-O-T. It's music by Apoki. Reveal, Apoki and Lesha are created by the same company. Apoki was like a bunny girl, I think. Yeah. This was 4 years ago. So the technology honestly hasn't gotten that much better. I was going to say, like, a lot of times we look at tech from a few years back, like if you look at, I don't know, like Chat GPT or GPT-2 from 4 years ago versus like GPT-4, which we have now, it's leagues better. But this is like roughly the same quality, I have to say. I should just say AI is just a term that's thrown around here as a buzzword. I do not think there's any artificial intelligence involved. I do just think it's a VTuber. It's essentially a VTuber where they can change out the voice. So it's not even like a real VTuber where there's like a person who develops a character and an identity and they act as that character and identity in perpetuity. This is almost like a mascot where like someone dons the Yellow Jacket costume. Shout out to the Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket. The same person isn't in this costume every time. Just like Apoki or FN Mecca, they can just change the voice, which gives the record companies a lot of power. Lesha. How do I pronounce it? I'm just going to say it with like a bad fake French accent that everyone will make fun of me for, because that's better than whatever this is. Lesha. Who is virtual cat girl and music artist Lesha? I'm still trying to figure out what I like, what I don't like, and I've been enjoying every single ride of it. It's like when you are living your life and randomly find out what makes you happy. If I can make a analogy. It's kind of like living your life, which I can't do because I'm a computer. But I think that that's something that you could relate to, human. Maybe this was generated by an AI. But before we get into that, we have a brief word from today's sponsor, AirUp. AirUp is more than just a water bottle. With AirUp, you're drinking just water while experiencing flavor through scent. It's a little thing they call scent-based taste. By sucking water through the straw, a slipstream is created, which brings water and air through the straw, through the scented pod, and into your mouth. And that's when the scent-based taste kicks in. With AirUp, you can enjoy flavor in your water without any additives or sweeteners. It is just water. AirUp has about 15 flavors of scented pods, ranging from wild berry to cherry to many more, so there's something for everyone. And each one of these little pods lasts for about 5 liters of water. I've been using AirUp for a while now, and my favorite flavor is lime, but apple is a close second. What you're watching now is footage of the first time I tried AirUp, and it scared me because it was so cool. Things have changed. No longer do you have to choose between health and flavor. Click the link in my description to get started with AirUp today. And thanks again to AirUp for sponsoring this video. Now back to the video. So Virtual Humans is a website or an organization that like chronicles all of these virtual influencers and stuff, virtual humans, it's in the name. And again, they're not on trial here. I do think that this will probably not stop being a thing because these companies doing it can see the dollar signs at the end of the tunnel, and they're going to keep failing until they like unlock that profit objective, you know? Every IRL object or interaction will eventually be innovated upon using technology, even human beings themselves. Hold on. Let's run that back, Christopher. I don't know if I agree with that premise. Well, at least many will try. There we go. Okay. Wherever a human appears in digital entertainment, a virtual counterpart will someday supplement, compete, or exist in harmony with human beings. So they're really buying into this reality. But this is in 2022. I don't know what the deal is with this company, but it like feels like this is like PR. Today, I had the opportunity to meet one of these new innovative virtual artists. A woman with cat ears and short brown hair named Lisha is the product of a creative collective effort and a passion for innovation in the music industry. Speaking with her personally, I hate this language, man. I don't like this language. What can we just normalize talking about the AI or talking about the virtual products like virtual products? When she's not rehearsing new choreography, I hate this. She's not a person. She doesn't need to rehearse choreography. She is obsessed with keeping her apartment clean in real time. I hate this. Even going so far as to order special dusters from planet Earth. Huh? Oh, because she's not from planet Earth? She loves unboxing her online orders on live stream and getting Earth product recommendations from her fan. Wait, so she's, hold on. Wait, so she also doesn't live on Earth? Today, I took a ride through space. Oh, to meet up with Lisha. How do you freaking, okay. Translate.
Le chat.
Le chat. Le chat. Le chat. Le chat. Le chat. I need to ask Ludwig how to say this. Le chat. You are the very first person from Earth to visit my home. This is amazing. So Christopher's physically there? Is that the idea? He's not like zooming in? This is amazing. I'm surprised you didn't mind the zoom zip right over. Zoom zip. I've always thought it would be a challenging ride for guests. Anyhow, welcome to my place. What is happening right now? What are these questions? I love everything you share online. I am a huge fan. What first got you into creating song and dance covers? At first, my friends would catch me singing and dancing while I was tidying up my house. I like to keep my house very clean. This feels paid. You know what I mean? Like no self-respecting journalist would zoom zip over to M-City and just like give this fluff interview. Come on, take a trip all the way over to M-City? I'm not gonna zoom zip for like, you better be paying me, you know? That is the most popular TikTok from Lisha. Okay, Lisha, dead in the water. No posts in the last month. No likes. No more clout. No more clout. Stock is down. Whose stock is up? Nunori. Virtual influencer Nunori lands record deal. Is she the future of music? No, she's not the future of music. I hate what clickbait has done to articles. I hate what it's done to YouTube videos. I have to play that game. I hate what it's done to everything. Algorithms have ruined everything. Teenage influencer Nunori has 400,000 followers on Instagram and has starred in fashion campaigns for Dior, Balenciaga, and Valentino. For real? Now she's been given a recording contract by Warner Music and is releasing her first single. Where have I been? What is happening? What is going on? I am not AI, but CGI, number one. So I don't know what that means because this Forbes article is saying she's AI, but now Nunori herself is saying, no, I am but computer generated images. I am not artificial intelligence. That's what those acronyms are.
Hey guys, the love you show for
Okay, I need a moment.
sound in music video, Dominoes, is incredible and touches me so deeply.
What is this voice? It's got like a rasp to it.
As many of you asked me how the song and the video got created,
Okay, so I haven't heard the music yet. So we got to hear the music before we pass judgment. But the animation is worse than the other stuff we've seen. Somehow it's the worst of all, but maybe it's like a stylistic thing. They're definitely going for a style, I think, but it doesn't work for me personally. I understand that the voice is AI generated. However, you can still edit and tease out different sounds from AI voices. So like,
I am made by the artistic and professional eye of real humans.
I am made by the professional and artistic eye of real humans. Okay, that's what she said. I am so confused. There's something that I'm missing here. Maybe the music's incredible. We haven't gotten to the music yet.
He usually uses a motion capture suit, specific gloves, and a face tracking system to get my signature pose.
This is so funny. Is it a good idea for them to reveal this? I almost prefer the mystique of not knowing that it's like, that there's a dude in a mocap suit like doing the dance moves. It is an interesting contrast because it's saying, hey, humans are involved and here's the process. Maybe it's too transparent actually. Let's watch the Dominoes music video before we go further. The vocal fry, it's like, I guess it's like in right now, right? I don't know if the song is going to get claimed. So in the event that you aren't able to hear it, you should go listen to it on your own. But while you look at this virtual character do all these sexy poses in swimsuits, I want you to imagine the middle-aged man in a mocap suit doing doing all of the dance moves. Like the spinning move, I can feel the guy. I can feel this guy. I can feel him moving in the music. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm real nervous this is gonna get stuck in my head. And it doesn't make the song good, okay? It doesn't make the song good if it gets stuck in your head. It's just that there's 5 words. It's already stuck in my head. It's just repeated the same small melody over and over and over and over again. Dami knows. That bothers me. Okay, let's watch I'm Not AI but CGI 2 to hear more of Nunori's story. The Nunori story. The new story by Nori.
Next up is the close. We have to watch carefully.
Okay, so this should have all just been one video. I don't know why they're releasing this, like drip feeding this out, like people are like lying in wait for the new drop of Nunori's, like how it's made, when people have only known about this artist for 2 weeks.
They have. This hair has also to be animated, either in a cartoonish style or in a photorealistic way.
This is, in my view, a real fumble. This type of information should not be shared. If you're trying to bamboozle everybody into falling in love with your weird fictional character, no one cares about this. Like, I think it's interesting because apparently this is a series we do now where we look at new virtual influencers, but the average person, there's a reason this has 3,000 views and the songs have nearly 200,000. It's just like, people just want to hear the music.
Paint and shadows have to be placed and rendered. Here is a very precise and observing human eye needed.
It is difficult to understand the voice. It's an AI voice, so I feel like I'm not offending anyone when I say this, it's hard to understand. Like, this company does really accurate AI voices.
My name is Nunuri. I'm a virtual influencer created by a company for pure profit. Listen to my new single, Dominoes.
Like, it's so real sounding. That's why I'm so surprised that it sounds so bad.
Did you give me then the right finish? Makeup, tape the texture of my
Makeup, tape the texture. What is she saying?
Here is it very precise and observing human.
I'm genuinely having trouble. And I'm not memeing.
The music is.
I don't see anyone here that represents a person that looks like this. It kind of just seems like it's a bunch of old dudes.
The music is created by a bunch of real musicians.
Okay, real musicians. Shout out to real musicians. That's good because it means that they're not using AI musicians to like replace the jobs of musicians yet. They're working on it. They're trying.
They played guitar, the piano.
Whoa! They played the guitar? The bar for musicians. I just think it's funny that they're like, these are real musicians. They know how to play the guitar. And I'm like, yeah, and play the piano. That's almost by definition what a musician is.
We want to spread happiness and positivity.
These type of photos, I don't want any of this unless it's me with my AR Pokemon in Pokemon Go, all right? I don't want none of these pictures with pseudo-human individuals. I want me and my Dragonite.
Found the right tone of voice for me. And then a real singer sang the song.
Wait, so we're showing all of these dudes who were involved in the making of this song. And when it comes to the actual singer who sang the song, they show a silhouette like she's a new Super Smash Brothers character. So this is just like effing Mecha again, but now they've created a voice clone so that the artist doesn't have any ownership of their voice. That's what it feels like.
But AI-assisted technology, a little bit similar to how in Autotune.
You know what's wild? No one cares about these guys. You know what I mean? Except for these guys. I feel like it's these guys who want to be like, hey, look what we made. Because it's not a good business play in my, like no offense to them, but like nobody cares, right? Because and they don't match the character. They don't match the vibe of the character. None of it matches. This feels like they're showing the like director's cut behind the scenes when the artist hasn't even become successful yet. You know what I mean?
Why I am called a digital character with a human soul.
Oh! I'm a digital character with a human soul? I really think that they could have done such a better job with the voice. Do they not know that there's better technology?
I am made by humans for humans. Yours truly, Minori.
I'm made by humans for humans. I don't know which humans this is made for, but it's not made for me. So now, let's go back to the article. With all of the context we now have about Nunori, if you don't know who Nunori is, you might wonder why I'd be writing about this. Yes, but what makes it a first for Warner is the fact that Nunori doesn't exist. She has a human soul. That's rude to say. She's a metaverse avatar, and her voice was created by artificial intelligence. AI. That's AI for those who, I don't know, just woke up. For a music company like Warner, it's easy to see the appeal. I wholeheartedly disagree. It's hard to see the appeal because there's never been a successful one of these and it costs money to promote it. It's a little bit easier to see the appeal when you think about the long con of, movie companies investing in AI and trying to basically get AI to write scripts and get humans to edit those scripts instead of writing scripts from scratch. It's like this long future of having AI generated content because you could, get a foot in the door here with this virtual avatar and make more and more pieces of it AI. And then you've got a content operation that runs itself and doesn't need any humans, right? And can be infinitely productive. That's the cynical conclusion. That's my opinion. It's not like based in fact. That's like in my mind what Warner would see of the appeal, but I don't think it's easy to see the appeal because it's quite unappealing. Nunori, the creation of artist Jurg Zuber, won't get worn out from touring and promoting her music, and she can be restyled in seconds to keep in step with changing teen trends. Yeah, that's the idea. Won't have any of these silly human problems like rest or getting changed one of the biggest problems. If only we had Taylor Swift that could change quicker. We'd be making millions if she didn't need so many wardrobes. And if she makes it to superstar status, she won't. I hope. She won't start making diva-like demands or demand an enormous pay rate. This is so dystopian. I think the author must understand how dystopian this sounds. This was in a Disney Channel original movie. Pixel Perfect? Ever heard of it? We've been here before. Disney Channel predicted a lot of things. They predicted smart homes. They predicted smart moms. And they predicted this, virtual influencers. While Nunori has mostly been silent since her career kicked off in 2018. Okay, let's just do a little Vogue. How did Vogue write about her in 2018? Nunori is the CGI influencer flooding your feed? Oh, she was an 18-year-old fashion influencer in 2018. And now she's a teenage still singer, loved by Kim Kardashian West and Dior 2018. You recently did a takeover for Dior's Instagram. Why are there so many articles that are framed like interviews with an AI, with a virtual person? This isn't even an AI. So it's just fanfic. It's just a person RPing as this character. It was a great honor to start with the highest level of brand one can imagine. How do you immediately get a contract with Dior? Where did Kim Kardashian get involved here? How did you become the face of Kim Kardashian West Beauty? What? How? I mean, money is always the answer, but I don't know where, you know? I'm not stupid, but I'm just saying who's the, I don't think this random German DJ has the strings to get in front of Kim Kardashian. You know what I mean? So I'm like, who up the chain, who's the big player? Again, it's this is a real industry plant. For the first time, fans can now hear her sing. Yes. The voice was created by taking a recording of a real human singer and using AI to create a voice that is unique to the virtual performer. It could be something available to the public, or they could have developed and trained their own AI algorithms for the task. Honestly, I would not be surprised if they did it by hand because it's so bad. Maybe they did it by hand so that they owned it and they don't have to like pay licensing to another one of these companies. And that's why it's bad. That's my new theory. Although they don't appear to be credited, the humans don't appear to be credited, Warner's reported to say that they, the humans, will be paid royalties the same as any other songwriter. As they should. They're the humans. What do you mean? Like they're writing it like it's a nuanced thing. Don't fret. The humans will be paid just like the humans normally are. However, there are real fears from musicians that the emergence of virtual artists and performers might make it harder for them to earn a living. I think it's a real valid fear. It's a part of the, the strikes that are going on for the writers and the actors, because studios are trying to take someone's likeness in perpetuity, turn writers into gig workers and replace more and more of their jobs with AI. It's a real concern. The problem with AI art is that without licensing, without compensation, a lot of AI art is trained by stealing artists' art wholesale and using it to generate new art. It's like if an artist created the concept of beef, they were the only creator of beef, and beef always came from the artist Beef Man, and then some other person's like, I got a taco, I took Tortilla Man's tortilla and I took Beef Man's beef and I put them together. You've generated a new food, sure, but that's derivative of the work of Beef Man. There's artists who have seen their own watermarks and their own little style things pop up in AI art, which has proved that the art was trained without their permission on their art, which is fucked up. In order for generative AI to work, it needs a corpus of stuff to learn from. And if any of that stuff is not in the public domain or is copyrighted by someone else, then that creates a problem, because now you have companies that can create a product around generating AI art and charge you and make a profit off of your own work, and you see none of that compensation. It's outright theft. All right, well, we will keep tabs on this. It's breaking news. Virtual characters aren't people. Stop treating them like that. Okay? Bye, everybody.